I would like to welcome you to Emran's Storytime. Today's story is how I got lost in Himalayas while trekking. Let me put it this way, it's not a bad place to get lost. The views that you see, it's just amazing. In 2013, when I was visiting Nepal, one of my goals was to visit Namche. I had a really limited time, so I knew that I wouldn't be able to go all the way to the Everest base camp. The goal was to get to Namche and then just kind of stay 3 nights. That's all I had on that reason. I got to Namche pretty fast, one day trekking from Lukla, which is a major airport hub in Everest region. Most of the people, they kind of take you 2 days to get there. For me, I took 1 day. I was pretty fast, pretty healthy. Got to Namche and finally got my hotel. They were not going to give me a hotel. Eventually they gave me a hotel. I got in, I had a dinner. Next morning I woke up and they told me that there's a place I can go up the mountain, about 4,000 meters. So I was gonna go there. It was a little dark. They told me which way to go. I walked towards the way and then I see a whole bunch of people making this right turn. I said, maybe this is the way I should be going. And I had a whole day. I knew that I had a lot of time. So I went a little bit further and then I realized that I was not going the right way. I stopped by a shop. I was getting some water and I talked to a lady, the local person. I said, I see this town way out there. Where is this place? She said, it's called Tangboche and it's a beautiful place to go. You should go. It'll take you about 2 hours. And then I looked at my watch. It was 9 o'clock. I said, why not? I just trekked towards the Tangboche and not knowing what is ahead. I had no clue. And anywhere in Himalayas, you just have to be very, very careful where you go. You got to go up and down the mountains, down in the valley. And that's kind of where I end up, down in the valley, up the mountain. Finally, I arrived at Tangboche about 11 o'clock, which is perfect timing, lunchtime. I found a little shop, a restaurant, and they told me to go ahead and I ordered some momo, the Nepali dumpling food, and they told me I can go up the hill. You have a great view, and they had a monastery which was burned down long time ago. I visited that. So beautiful view, wonderful view, one of the best view. This is Namche is a gateway, but Tangboche is basically the first view to the Everest. Beautiful view. One of the things I spent so much time. I really didn't want to get back. I had a cell phone. I left it in my hotel in Namche. So I was like, my family may be looking for me in Kathmandu. So I didn't know what to do. I stayed there as long as I could. Then I had to hike back. It took longer to hike back, and I was just enjoying the view, beautiful Himalayas. It was just amazing. I just didn't want to leave really. But I had to force myself because I didn't have any room at the location. I didn't have a phone, so I said, okay, I have to go back. So finally went back, hiked and up and down. I did a couple of slides on the coming down the mountains, and still you had to be careful when you trek. So as I was arriving to Namche, it was getting dark. It started getting cold, and I was not well prepared for the trek to Tangboche, but I went out and back. Usually it takes a day to get to Tangboche for most of the people, and just trying to do acclimate with the altitude, and people just want to enjoy. One of the things, as I was thinking about the story, like I said earlier, it's not a bad place to get lost. At the same time, you have to plan ahead and plan to see where you want to go. For me, it's sometimes getting lost. You end up in places you don't want to be. But I'm glad I end up at a place as beautiful as place that Tangboche is and was. That I'm glad I trekked to that Tangboche. Eventually, I went to that Tangboche, which was at the top of the Namche. I was supposed to go straight up at the hill next morning. The second morning when I was there, beautiful view from there too. The moral story here is sometimes you just have to take that wrong turn to see the beautiful thing out there. You cannot just stay in a comfort zone. But once in a while you said, okay, let me just take this turn and see where everybody's going, and go there and see the beautiful views. One other thing you have to be prepared, like I was not, is have your phones, have your food, have everything, just in case you will not make it back on time. Thank goodness I made it back. I didn't have to use my, lights and headlamps and anything like that. In the Himalayas, some of these areas, the trails are really, really nice. That's the story for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this kind of small stories. Follow Marathon Runs anywhere you find and listen to recent podcasts. Thanks for listening and have a great week.